Have you ever felt like you're getting weaker? Not sick, not in pain, just weaker. Getting older doesn't have to mean getting weaker. Maybe it's harder to get out of bed. Climbing stairs leaves you short of breath. That grocery bag feels heavier than it used to. A small trip almost turns into a fall. And then slowly a thought starts creeping in. Am I just getting too old for this? You've probably been told that this is normal, that it's just part of aging. But what if it's not? What if this loss of strength is a clear signal? A warning your body is trying to give you. Today, you'll discover what's really happening inside your body, and more importantly, what you can do about it. Because something is disappearing inside you, and it's called muscle mass. As we get older, we lose muscle mass. It's a fact. By the time we reach our 60s, we can lose up to 30% of our muscle mass. That makes everyday activities harder to do. Simple things like getting up from a chair can become real struggles, and it can also make us more prone to falls and other accidents. It also means we're more likely to be hospitalized. Why? Because when we lose muscle mass, we lose our strength. And when we lose our strength, we're more likely to end up in the hospital. Studies show that people who are hospitalized lose even more muscle mass. It's a vicious cycle. But here's the good news. You can break the cycle. You can put on muscle mass. And it all starts with what you put on your plate. Are you ready? Let's do this. First, you need to eat foods that are high in protein. Protein is the building block of muscle. When you eat protein, your body breaks it down into amino acids, which are the raw materials needed to build muscle. So if you're not getting enough protein, your body will start to break down muscle tissue for fuel. Make sure you're eating enough protein every day. That means eating foods like chicken, fish, beans, lentils, tofu, and Greek yogurt. Next, you need to eat foods that are high in creatine. Creatine is a natural substance that's found in muscle cells. It helps your muscles produce energy so you can work out harder and recover faster. Studies show that people who take creatine supplements gain more muscle mass than people who don't. And guess what? It's found naturally in lots of foods, especially red meat and fish. Finally, you need to eat foods that are high in vitamin D. Vitamin D is essential for building muscle strength. In fact, studies show that people who take vitamin D supplements have increased muscle strength. The best way to get vitamin D is by spending time outdoors. So get outside and soak up some sun. And if you're not able to spend much time outdoors, you can also get vitamin D from foods like salmon, tuna, and fortified milk. There you have it. The 3 nutrients you need to build muscle strength. Now remember, it's never too late to start taking care of your body. You can always build muscle strength no matter how old you are. So start today and discover what you're really capable of. You already know the number 1 way to lose fat and gain muscle: eat fewer calories than you burn. But tracking calories can be a pain in the butt. That's why I want to show you how to get extremely lean and build muscle by just changing the foods you eat. Now you may have heard that to lose weight you need to eat a low-carb diet like keto, or that you should only eat once a day to get lean. Well, instead of falling for these extreme diets, I'm going to show you a simple plan that anyone can follow, and you don't even have to track calories. It's called practical protein distribution. You see, when most people set out to lose weight, they make one very common mistake. They eat all their protein with lunch, which is usually around noon. Then they don't eat again until dinner, which might not be until 7 or 8 p.m. And that leads to 2 problems. First, your metabolism slows down, because if you don't feed your body with protein throughout the day, it starts to think that you're starving, so it'll try to conserve energy by slowing your metabolism down. Second, when you go a long time without food, your hunger hormones start to rise, which will lead you to overeat later on. This results in a vicious cycle where you end up feeling hungry all the time and your metabolism slows down, making it much harder to lose weight and keep it off. So instead of waiting until you're starving to eat, you want to feed your body protein more frequently. Your body needs a constant supply of amino acids from protein to build muscle and repair tissue. So if you aren't eating protein throughout the day, your body won't have enough amino acids to do those things, which means it won't be able to function at its best. Not to mention that research has shown that eating more frequent protein-rich meals can help you feel full and satisfied while also boosting your metabolism. So let me show you what a practical high-protein day looks like. I'm going to show you how to spread out your protein intake into 6 meals throughout the day. The reason why 6 meals is ideal is because there are 6 daily eating occasions where the average person would normally eat breakfast, mid-morning snack, lunch, mid-afternoon snack, dinner, and lastly, a late-night snack. Now, obviously, you don't have to eat 6 times per day, but the more meals you eat, the more control you'll have over your hunger, and the easier it will be to stick to your diet long term. Okay, so first, we'll start off with breakfast. For this meal, I recommend starting your day off right with a high-protein breakfast, like a 2-egg omelette with a little bit of cheese, 1 slice of whole grain bread, and 1 glass of milk with some cinnamon. A great thing about eggs is that they are a high-quality source of protein that also contain essential nutrients like choline and vitamin D. In addition, eggs have been shown to help you feel full for longer, which can help reduce overall calorie intake during the day. Meanwhile, Greek yogurt is another excellent option since it's high in protein and low in fat and carbs. Plus, plain yogurt can be turned into a delicious parfait by layering it with fruits like berries or sliced bananas. Next, we have lunch. This meal should be pretty similar to breakfast, with about the same amount of protein. So I'd recommend something like rice, beans, and sautéed vegetables, along with grilled chicken or beef. Another good option is a fresh salad with olive oil, salt, and pepper. And if you're still hungry, finish off this meal with a piece of fruit for dessert. Protein is essential for building and repairing muscle tissue, which is why it's important to include it in both breakfast and lunch. By choosing protein-rich options like whole grain bread and grilled chicken, you'll be providing your body with the nutrients it needs to stay strong and healthy. And don't forget that protein can also help keep you feeling full and satisfied, which can lead to reduced calorie intake and weight loss. Now, after lunch, you might start feeling full, which is where the third meal of the day comes in. This is an optional meal, but if you're feeling hungry, I recommend eating a small snack like plain yogurt with chia seeds or a banana with oats. These snacks will help boost your metabolism and keep your energy levels up without weighing you down. After that, we move on to our 4th meal, which should be dinner. Again, this meal should be around the same size as breakfast and lunch. So I recommend something like a vegetable soup with shredded meat or a spinach omelette with a warm glass of milk. Lentils are also a great addition to any diet since they're high in protein and fiber and contain several essential minerals. Just like with any other meal, be sure to listen to your body and stop eating when you're full. Remember that the goal is to keep your metabolism boosted without feeling overly stuffed. And finally, we have the 6th and last meal of the day, which should be a late-night snack. I recommend saving this meal for those who are truly hungry. However, you must choose a light snack that won't weigh you down before bed. Some examples are cottage cheese, almonds, or a protein shake. These snacks will help you feel full and satisfied without adding too many calories. By following this practical protein distribution plan, you'll be well on your way to reaching your weight loss and muscle building goals. Remember that consistency is key, and it's important to stick to this plan even when you don't see results immediately. You can also supplement your diet with high-quality protein powders like whey or casein protein powder to make it easier to meet your daily protein requirements. But sometimes it's hard to get enough protein from food alone, especially if you're on a time crunch or don't enjoy eating lots of chicken and fish. Well, supplements can be a powerful ally when you're trying to increase your protein intake. There are many different types of protein powders available, each with its own unique benefits. Some popular options include whey protein, casein protein, egg protein, pea protein, and brown rice protein. Whey protein is a fast-digesting option that's great for post-workout recovery, while casein protein is a slow-digesting option that can help you feel full for longer. Egg protein is a high-quality option that's versatile and easy to prepare. Pea protein is a plant-based option that's a good choice for vegetarians and vegans. And brown rice protein is another plant-based option that's gluten-free and a good source of fiber. When it comes to choosing a protein powder, it's important to consider your individual needs and preferences. Some people may prefer a dairy-based protein powder like whey or casein, while others may opt for a plant-based option like pea or brown rice protein. It's also important to choose a protein powder that's high quality and contains minimal additives or fillers. Look for a product that's made with a single source of protein and doesn't contain any artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. To incorporate protein powder into your diet, you can add it to smoothies, shakes, oatmeal, or other breakfast dishes, stir it into soups or stews, or use it to make protein balls or other snacks. Protein powders are a convenient and easy way to increase your protein intake, but they should be used as a supplement to a balanced diet rather than a meal replacement. And if you'd like a done-for-you plan that comes with a customizable diet plan based on your preferences and a recipe book, then click the link below. Our programs have helped a lot of people lose 20 pounds or 5 of their body fat in just 6 weeks, and we have a 365-day guarantee, so you can try it risk-free. But if you prefer to continue searching for information on your own, you can check out these 2 videos here. You don't have to accept weakness as part of your story. You can rebuild your strength. You can climb stairs without fear. You can walk safely, carry groceries, and move freely again. And the best part, it doesn't take drastic changes. It takes 1 more egg at breakfast, 10 minutes of daily movement, a shake in the afternoon, a simple choice to nourish your body. These tiny actions build something powerful, your strength restored. And that strength, that's what gives you freedom. That's what gives you dignity. That's what lets you live the way you want to live. So rise with courage, eat with purpose, move with joy, and remind yourself every day, I can, I will, I deserve to live strong.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. If you found this video helpful, chances are someone you care about might need it too. Feel free to share it with them. It could make a big difference. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, filled with practical tips for living stronger and healthier, you're warmly invited to subscribe to the channel. Take good care of yourself, and until next time, stay well and stay strong.